Hey guys, so I have a bunch of notes over things that I thought interesting, even if I don't necessarily buy it. I thought it was something to take notice of. And it's gonna be all over the place, so buckle up. I think this is the Q narrative. The Navy SEALs and U.S. Marines rescue 2,100 children from Cali underground bases, and that was 10/17/2019. Reports of explosions occurred in northern Cali during power outage. The White Hats had PG&E turn off the power. They canvassed the entire area with helicopters equipped with ground-penetrating radar, but it detects metal like hollow places underground, concrete, and electricity. Once electricity was off, scanning the ground was easy peasy. Tunnel systems run off independent power grid that was masked by above ground electrical networks. I don't know. That's just the escalated. It reminds me of an escalated state of stress. The whole boiling the frog slowly. They keep on adding all these things, trying to get it normal, and it's just stress. Do you know what stress does to the body? It is an attack. It is literally an attack. There is science to back that claim up. But I'm not going to hit on that too much right now, because I'm just going to try to get through this. And it also, as much as I would love to believe that's true, people historically use excuses to get away with things. And I will say, even from my own person, saying somebody's one of those, that's somebody who abuses children. It's like, you don't want them around society, being a risk for the ones that are growing and needing to learn good things, not being affected mentally and scarred. Um, so it's a really good way of getting people to not care about a person. But I know that there are a lot of those that are on top that never get talked about. So I feel like it's basically they're throwing you bones. That's what I feel like anyway. Um, Jimmy Julius Caro, accused of sexually assaulting a 9-year-old girl in Oregon in 2000, fled to Israel before authorities could apprehend him. 2 years after fleeing, convicted by an Israeli court of child molestation in a separate case. Served time released, another alleged victim has come forward, saying he began abusing her when she was 5 and continued for years. CBS News admits many accused American child abusers flee to Israel. Rabbi Yehuda something, I'm sorry, Rabbi something, helped Caro. Oh, never mind, I don't care that I might have butchered your name now. Helped Caro escape, and later on, the same guy who he helped escaped, one of the girls that he molested was like a rabbi's daughter. There are elements of the Jewish community in the U.S. that are willing to help those people escape. So there are groups on both sides that are against it and that are helping it happen. But yeah, I saw a comment. I think it was on that video because I took notes on one of them. And it was almost like they were blaming America for their problem. No, your politics invite these people over there. Yeah, we got some screwed up people over here, but clean up your own backyard too. And stop getting everybody else to do your work for you. Pay your bills for you. That looks bad. It just looks... When people question others and they act like, why are you questioning me? you lose respect. You really do lose respect. So, tourism goes virtual, excuse me, well, as Cali remains quarantined. You really want to talk to me right now, kitten? That's just weird. I think that's like surfing the internet. Like, how is that? Whatever. America is not quarantined for coronavirus, National Security Council says. 3-16-2020. Rumors circulating about a national quarantine are false, according to a message by the National Security Council on social media. There is not a national lockdown. So they've been doing very things that basically they impact people. So maybe that's their way of saying y'all haven't seen anything yet. The Washington Post, 2-19-2020. At 5 a.m., we should be wary of quarantines to stop coronavirus. Government may use disease emergencies to expand their power and target their enemies. The Chinese government imposed a quarantine on more than 5 million people. Unreal. In California and neighboring states in 1924 they adopted similar measures to manage outbreak of foot and mouth disease. FMD, government temporarily suspended civil rights. Foot and mouth or foot in mouth disease? Just curious. Yay. Look for that one. Alright. Have you ever heard of the Führer cake? I'm gonna learn to make that and then I'll talk more about it. By the way, if you are not aware of my Bitchute, I'll leave a link in the description. Check out my Bitchute, and I explain some things over there that I feel more comfortable explaining over there, because I do joke around a lot with you guys, and I try to be honest and not self-censor, but given I've seen like so many people that I don't even get why they had a strike or what. I don't get it. So I feel more comfortable just putting certain stuff there. But yeah, check out my Bitchute, because I talk about the most attractive leader to ever grace the political stage. I could make some comments, but I'm just gonna stop right there. Anyway, I did not realize that there had been for such a long time such an issue with like white nationalists or nationalists. twnews.us, August 7th, 2019, and it's got the check mark, trusted. Yeah, I trust the Joker more than I trust the plan, let's put it that way. They were talking about combating violent white nationalism. Some sort of roundup, abbreviated pundit roundup, and I see just a lot of hostility. I also see in the propaganda a lot of either they're upping America and downing China or Iran, or like there's a lot of let's get them into the idea of fighting the places we want to fight, I think. And I can understand everybody's going to be biased because they have their own perspective and they have that right, but at the same time, when you don't look at both sides of the coin and acknowledge certain things, it makes you look like unreasonable, not that credible. So, and that's why people don't watch mainstream news a lot of the time. John Allen and Brett McGurk, presidential envoys for the Global Coalition to Counter ISIS, Washington Post. They write that defeating the ideology of white nationalism will require the same tactics used to address terrorism for ISIS. Really? Because people want to love their country and not be globalists? That's what that looks like to me. I didn't get it for a long time, but then I'm like, wow, that's messed up. But I go one worse. I'm like, tribalism, baby. That's right, Peacock. Anyway, I'm gonna stop for now.